So, what happened last week or 2 weeks ago now? I guess.
All I remember is that Elijah tortured people and empty people.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah, there was definitely some.
What
some
I
torture
distinctly
involved.
remember is we went in under a premise of making a deal with someone, and we kicked his ass, and
Met
you
some
tortured
mutants.
him, and
We
we were
almost killed
saved.
2 super soldiers.
Met some
Yeah,
clones who were all named Stanley.
Yeah, Zai hacked
And
into
we're
a bar for
all-
no reason. It was great.
Zai always does that though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And we all ran away, but we still haven't found the hostages or anything important at all.
Yeah. So at the end of the episode,
Because they weren't there.
you had killed.
But
Yeah.
they were with the other guys on the other side of the planet
Yeah.
with one of the guys.
You had
whatever
killed
his
two
name is.
high-ranking members of the Union.
Yep.
You had destroyed quite a few of the the guards, basically. You had escaped out a window with a group of super soldiers,
I think we
basically.
literally left as we were going out the window.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't know, we spent like 30 minutes torturing a guy and bringing him back to life and torturing him some more.
No, it was only about 2 minutes. 5 minutes.
27
10
hours.
minutes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, we might as well get straight into it. You guys, get out the window, go down the line that these guys had repelled in from, and yeah, there's a vehicle waiting below, which you guys all piled into, and I think that's where we ended. So yeah, you guys all pile in. The super soldiers, like the clones, pulls off like their helmet, and yeah, it's kind of surreal being in a vehicle with like four guys who look identical, like they're perfect, exact matches of each other, apart from like scars. Like a couple of them have like different scars.
That sounds like a good night for me.
But yeah, it'd be a bit surreal. What are you guys doing?
Zai is just like going through that data, like not really paying to anything else, paying attention to anything else, and it's just sifting through the stuff he's found for references of
Sure.
the uncle.
Was that the stuff you pulled from Snow's computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Her personal computer.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I just downloaded the whole hard drive.
Vincent's just staring off into space.
Okay. Yeah. So as soon as you guys all pile in, Ramsey, who's in the front seat, he's the guy you shot. He like leans back. It's
the guy I shot.
I can't remember who shot him.
The guy Sai shot.
Somebody shot him.
Yeah, Zai shot him.
Was it Zai? Okay. Fucking.
I
Zai
dropped a
has
grenade
stopped
and
giving
Zai
a
shot
fuss
him.
about shooting
I thought it
people.
was Elijah.
So yeah, he like goes helmet off, he turns and like looks at you. And if you want like any sort of like kind of visual comparison to go from, if any of you have watched or want to look up Forward Unto Dawn, the Halo series, they'd look a lot like Fred from that when he takes his helmet off. Very like pale skinned, scars, like shaven heads. Yeah. But yeah, so they start driving. He turns to look at you, says, "We'll go back to our safe house now. We've been set up here for a while. We shouldn't have any problems with them following us." And yeah, the car guns in, and heads off down the road. Is there anything any of you guys want to like tell these guys, talk to these guys whilst you're during the car journey? It's probably hour and a half before you reach where you're going. You're heading out of the town.
Can I pick up anything important off the hard drive?
You find like
Fine horn.
not like anything too specific. Like you've got like slave movements, like purchases and
You found the drive full of BDSM porn.
yeah, all that. It's beautiful. There's some Valorant shit in there. You probably enjoy it a lot. But
There's
yeah,
some Valorant stuff in there?
nah, that was a joke.
Oh, you meant the BDSM
Yeah.
porn. No, they're more into animal stuff.
Nah, there was so yeah, like there's just like all like slave movements basically. Purchase, buying, accounts, all that sort of stuff.
I'm just looking for stuff like decade, like however long it was ago, like what 17 years?
Probably something like
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Is
files of the
slavery actually legal in the Tashin space?
Nope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just looking for files like
Yeah.
17 years
You
ago.
can probably find like some old like archived files that like specifically relate to like when Elijah was like sold.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just trying to find the location of like where that was, or like where her uncle lived then, if like they still live there, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can find like Elijah. What planet were you? Like, what did you live in on?
I was from Herodotus.
Yeah, so that it just says that like it has a whatever the town you lived in there, Elijah. It just has that town on there. That name. That's
Okay.
where he used to live.
Alright.
There's no like current like information.
Right.
At least not in these documents.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So yeah, after you guys like power out through the town, go through the airlocks, head back into the oxygen like rich atmosphere. The captain like turns and like looks towards you, Mary. But it becomes pretty apparent quite quickly. She's talking to BB. So yeah, she turns to look at you because you're the walking avatar of BB at the moment.
Yeah, Mary just kind of returns the gaze,
Yeah.
kind of blankly.
BB like uses your like external speakers to respond. It's kind of creepy. He said, so Captain says, BB, I think we're going to need Harper down for this. It might get messy. The more support we have would be helpful. And BB says, I can send the dropship back up. My fragment in there is still operational and active to send the ship. I can pick him up. I need to know where to land though. And yeah, there's a brief exchange where like Ramsey hands BB like coordinates basically to where they're going and where he can land the ship. Afterwards, it's gonna take like a couple of hours for the dropship to get up, pick up Harper, and then come back down. But yeah, so yeah, BB's fragment gets that going. So yeah, after about an hour and a half of car journey, you arrive at like what looks to be just like a nondescript like shack, basically in the middle of like this tree, like basically in the middle of a forest, like a rundown like rust covered like shed, basically. And yeah, he gets off. They park up the car, like inside this like shack. So they open up the doors, park it inside. It's like a little. Inside there's tools. Looks like there's sort of like an area to like do vehicle maintenance and all that sort of stuff. And there's a door to like what looks like another section of the shack. And yeah, Ramsey hops out. He says, "Home sweet home. Follow me." He walks to the door, types in like a short like numeral code. The door like opens and there's stairs going down. And like you go down and it's all very ramshackle. Like it looks like something that's been put together. The shed itself was probably some sort of like smuggler's hideout or like criminal den or something like that. That they've like repurposed.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it look like a random shack in Fallout?
It's probably a little bit more like well maintained than that. Everything inside, like you can kind of tell it was once that, but at the moment, like everything inside is like stowed away, right? Like it looks like neat. There's a very military feeling to the inside of this place. So, what are you guys doing?
Not sure.
Yeah. So yeah, the guys basically go to start putting up, like, they take off their armor, like unclip the like assault suits, like hang
Are
up
they
their
all
helmet.
doing it like identical to each other, like all at the same time?
No, they're not like, they're not doing like in sync with each other, but yeah, it seems to be a pretty like well regimented process, and they've had it like drilled into them of like how to do this. And then yeah, the captain probably walks up to you, Elijah, and says, "You're right."
Surprisingly so, yes. Quite well, actually.
She says,
Closure tends to feel nice.
"It's not over yet. We still have hostages to rescue on this planet.
I know.
Still, happy that fucker's dead."
Well,
Who died?
Mustache dropped.
Mustache.
well, what was I say? There's still more to go. They were all involved in it.
I know.
But yeah, the main one's
she-
down now.
Yeah, she turns to like Ramsey. She says, "Do you have any information on where the rest of them are? I have a list of names, and I have a." Yeah, she listed the names that you were, like the name you were told.
Yeah, we were told 3 because he wanted
Yeah.
3 people dead.
Yeah,
He
so
told
like,
the locations of 2 of them. One of them's like was meant to be the guy who's holding them.
yeah.
It was basically in like a warehouse in a city.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
what
just a different
we
city.
would assume is a we're told it's a warehouse, but it's not.
So yeah, the captain turns to Ramsey and says, "Do you have any intel on these guys? Anything you've picked up over your time here?" She says, Ramsey like goes to like a compad, like picks it up off the wall, and loads it up and like passes her the compad. She spends a couple of minutes like flicking through it. After like a couple of moments, she says, "This isn't going to be easy." She kind of like laughs to herself. They're well protected, more so than pools in the snow. They.
I hate this planet.
She smiles. Me too.
What do you mean, well protected? More of those robo freak things?
She nods. And by the looks, human mercenaries, but it's hard to tell whether they're actually humans from the pictures. The robots looked human too.
Fuck this planet.
It's not
Compared
just this
with
planet,
letting-
Vincent. It's the entire sector.
You have a point though.
I don't know.
She yeah, the Ramsey says I'd recommend bedding down for a few hours. Get some shut eye, get some rest. If you want to hit these guys soon, we can head out tomorrow. We can get you to the city within 4 hours, 5 hours. It's not too far. At least the first one isn't. The one, and he says, Holdstads, the one in charge, the one who's meant to be with these hostages. The city isn't too far. We can get you there. And yeah, the 4 of them like just break down their gear and like start cleaning it. What do you guys? The captain seems to like be like in agreement to that general idea. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, Mary's gonna remove her helmet for some time and just, rub her forehead and look at Elijah and like, so how many times did we kill that guy? 3? 5?
We never killed him. I just kept him alive. Heals are a powerful thing.
There is something wrong with you people.
I don't know. Paired with the portrait of that guy, I think that's acceptable, but I'm staring at the clone of someone. That's worse, somehow. It makes me ill.
It's all the same when you think about it. I'm gonna go take a rest. And Vincent just walks out of the room, try to find a place to like sleep for a bit.
Yeah, yeah. You just walk into like the bunkhouse basically. There's beds.
Yeah.
Choose one to lay down. Does anyone want to do anything specific, or just gonna get some rest eventually?
I'm gonna
I'm
get
just-
changed and take a rest.
I'm just staring at the clones. I've been doing that this entire time. I'm like, just a lot of gears turning in my head the entire time. I'm like,
Gears, you say?
so, yes, gears in my head.
One of them.
Probably you like hear me mutter at some point. Do they all like think the same thing?
They all horny at the same time.
Do they like the same
would you
chicks?
would you say that like?
no, exactly. I'm just like muttering this like enough for people like right next to me to hear, but I'm trying to make it so they can't hear me.
Okay, no, it's fine. they're
At
not-
some point, Zai goes up to him.
Sure.
It's just like,
Like,
how old are you?
Vincent is actually, I'm fairly sure the oldest in the squad is, hold on. He is 32.
Yeah.
No, he goes up to the sorry.
Yeah.
He
One
goes
of
to
the
clones.
whichever one you go up to, turns. He says, 42. I
And
think.
they don't look 42, right?
No,
Like
they look
teenagers?
younger.
Well, like late teenagers.
No, they look older than that. They look mid-20s.
Okay. He's like, all of you?
All of us. We're clones.
He just like, yeah, no shit. But like, he doesn't like say it. It's just like a yeah, no shit look,
Yeah.
even though he's through armor.
Yeah. He says,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much I can actually divulge. We're he kind of like smiles. Classified?
Modified, did they say?
He says classified. Like,
Oh, classified. Okay.
yeah, we are classified.
So Zai's just like, yeah, I know what that feels like.
You know, he says,
Then he just like puts out a hand. I'm Zai. Nice to meet you.
yeah, this guy, he holds out his hand. And
No,
says,
he probably introduces himself as Zyga. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this guy holds out his hand. He says, cook. And
Yeah, and he probably just goes and sits down.
Sure. So yeah, is anyone else doing anything specific, or?
I'm not sure if I should have this scene here already, but I think Mary's gonna seek out Elijah when they go to rest and just kind of say, "Look, Elijah, I kind of helped you kill a man today, and I didn't quite sit right with me, but you know, I'm okay with it. It's fine."
I never asked for your approval to do it.
I know it's just something that I felt you should know. 'Cause it's a bit complicated. I don't really like how it was done, but it's fine.
We're just following the captain's orders.
Yes,
You didn't have to
but
be there. You chose to stay.
I'm not sure it's entirely good for the captain to have done what she did.
Well, she's done it. It's too late now.
Well, amen to that. I suppose I should also tell you that when I was giving you when you first asked me why I joined, and I told you in a kind of waffly way, it's not a lie. I kind of believe in those things. It's why my brother never wanted me to sign up for special forces. I think that and other things that I'm finding out aren't entirely true.
Like what?
Those clone soldiers outside here, they're not exactly what you'd call standard. They're
He
not
gives you the
something
same
that...
no shit.
Yeah,
She gives
yeah.
you the same no shit look that Zai gave them. Kind of, well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. And my granddad is involved. I don't like his name being thrown out like that. It makes me wonder what more I've told was true that isn't.
Probably a lot of things, Mary. People who do stuff like this, I think she gets just where the clones would be. Well, they try and keep their family safe from it.
I suppose.
They didn't want you in the military, in the front lines, in this kind of work to see it. They try to keep you safe from it. That'll be why everyone be so against you.
Well, I suppose it makes sense. He did tell me that there were things he'd done that weren't entirely in accordance with the law. I thought he just meant the alien bounty hunting shit, but he was thinking about other things.
We do what we do to survive.
I suppose
Sometimes
I
it's not
see
always
that
the
part
best
of him
thing.
in you. I don't think I'd have it in me to do what he did.
Neither do I.
Really?
What, to make clone soldiers? No, I don't think I can.
Even if we were under attack by, the Vex, the Valron?
That's... It's not my specialty, nor my focus. Psychics are useful for other reasons. You can't really clone as I. The the MES, because I can't be saying the whole thing. Stops us mostly from that. It kind of fucks with stuff.
Yeah, I'm just telling you ahead of time that my grandfather was kind of invested in these things, and seeing clone soldiers kind of makes me wonder. I just hope he hasn't made a AI of himself or some bullshit like that. I'd hate to dig another grave.
I mean, didn't you take the? Didn't you basically take the same procedures they did to become one?
I'm not sure. It's not something I cared to look into. I was more focused around being a soldier, but most of what he's told me is the kind of shit that leads to clone soldiers. I didn't want to see it, but I see it now. It's yeah, my family is not exactly.
Your family is a family of soldiers. Well, they were before they became civilized. You're purebred soldiers. Your family was a spearhead of an extremely dangerous war, one that almost was our extinction. Of course, stuff like this happens, Mary. Currently, we're not in the same situation. No one knows what will happen to them or what they'll do until push comes to shove.
All right. I suppose the Vincent family has always kind of been dogs. You know, that's how the canal would say that we're slaves to the royal family or whatever. But you know, it's a gilded cage. It's fine. I've come to terms with it, and I was raised with it. It's not something I've ever had doubts about before. It's only recently where it's been a bit tight around the neck.
Mm.
I suppose what I'm saying is I care for you. It's not something I've considered before. It's, you know, I'd hate to be dragging you into this if you feel like not being dragged further, then I'd understand.
I'm a soldier. I'm in this situation as well.
Well, true, but you know, if we get more involved, then you'll see more than you need to.
I believe we all have demons. You've seen most of mine.
I suppose.
I'll get
The
some rest,
Vincent's.
soldier. That's an
Yeah,
order.
sure. All right.
She goes off to get changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's still in a fucking suit and heels, basically.
All right. So we'd see, like, as players, we'd see one more scene where it's the captain sitting on like a bench or a chair or something. She's got like a pistol in her hands, taking it apart, cleaning it, making sure it's all working measure. And she's looking at one of the clone soldiers who's making food or something, like just doing standard stuff. And she's sitting there like absent-mindedly cleaning the weapon, and like looking at him. And she stops cleaning, like puts the parts of the pistol like down on a table, pulls out her like compad, um, and like starts making a few notes, um, and like you just see like almost something like akin to like regret or sadness or pity, even like in her eyes. Yeah, she makes a few notes on the compad, puts the compad away, goes back to like shakes her head, and then just goes back to cleaning the sidearm. So yeah, then the next morning rolls around. You guys kit up, get into the vehicle, and just get going if there's no other objections, or anything else anyone really wants to do. Ramsey is the only one who of that group who like gets into the vehicle. Like he's going to drive you there. Yeah. So what are you guys doing? Is there anything else you want to do this morning, or?
Vincent's probably
Yeah, I
sleeping,
think-
so nope. What did you say, Justin?
I was gonna say, yeah, that was basically it for me.
Yeah. So what do we know about this destination we're going to?
Okay. So it's another city. Once again in a bubble. This one is more like slightly more built up and industrial than the one you were in before. The other one was a very like civilian settlement. This one has like lumber mills and like all that sort of stuff, all the like production. It's got some basic housing for like the workers. But yeah, like majority of what this like Bubble City is like production and warehouses and storage and yeah, some housing around the outskirts for the workers and the others. Yeah, and inside where they're meant to be held up is inside one of the like warehouses. Um, for all the intel that you were given from like Snow and Pools, and from what like Ramsey and his group have told you like last night. That's where you reckon they'd be. Ramsey says like looks back over his shoulder as he's kind of driving. He says, realistically, we have a couple of choices. I can park the car up a way off. You walk in. It'll have to be a day's walk, maybe, for us to not draw attention. Realistically, or I can drive us all the way in. It'll be louder, draw more attention, but maybe that's what you want. I don't know what your plan is here.
Frankly, neither do we.
Well, as far as they know, right? You just killed one of their members, but he was gonna have you kill the others, so couldn't you play this, Elijah?
Maybe. It's a possibility.
On hearing that, Zai, you reckon you could probably like doctor like documents to try and like convict him to make the story more believable, if that's the play you want to go with.
Sure, mention that. Totally.
Does the Cowering look military, or like, well, by military I mean, does it look Natashan?
Does the what, sorry?
Like the vehicle we were driving in, is it just like a civilian vehicle?
Yeah, just a civilian vehicle.
Alright, well, we can just drive in. We can go trying to blag our way in. That's a very English word that Elijah wouldn't use. We can try and lie our way in. And if it fails, then we just, I guess, blow our way in.
Right. Captain nods.
Backup plan is always going blazing.
The captain nods. You have the lead here, Elijah. You know more about these people than I do. And yeah, so is there any like Zai, you can doctor like with all the like documents you have of, like Snows, it's not going to be difficult to like you don't even have to roll for it. You can just do it.
I can just do it.
Yeah, like with all the if you like cross-reference like a document from like Snow's computer and like all the actual like official union stuff on there, and like work with that to make a document that like is like, for example, like either like a payment like receipt, like mercenaries, because like if you're looking through like Snow's like records, everything is documented. Like every
Okay.
like purchase, every transfer of money, everything is documented.
Well, you could probably document basically a conversation between her and Paul's about hiring people to kill these people.
Yeah, it's not with your level of computer skills and like the information you already have. Yeah, you tell me what you want to make, Matt, and you can make it.
Maybe
Okay.
mention me by name, I guess.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah,
This is
I
what
can
I
do.
by the way. I wanted to look bad.
Guys, like I can pretty much do anything I want with this information I have. Do we want to do something with it?
Yeah, we'll falsify documents, obviously. Conversation between Snow and Paul's. A good one, just about trying to assassinate the leaders by hiring people, possibly even mention me by name.
How does this help us exactly?
to sneak in. Proof.
So we're there to rescue them, protect them.
Mm, no, the proof would be that we were hired to kill the leaders we were about to talk to, but instead of doing that, we fucked up. Well, that's not a lie, but we fucked up Paul's and Snow instead to show our loyalty to this group of the Union. Acts as
Okay,
an audience of the
I
leaders,
guess
and then
that
we fucking shoot them.
I guess that makes sense.
What else were you gonna do?
I wasn't really gonna do anything.
Okay, what was the hesitation then?
Zai just does it. He just ignores Elisha.
Cool. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. That's easy. You can make that up. That's not difficult. So yeah, after a while, you just drive straight in. Like, it'll probably be a few.
Yeah.
It's a few hours worth of journey, but like it's not something that's hard to do, right? You can just drive straight in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you drive right in. There's like a guard at the gate, but you get your way through that. That's easy. There's not like it's weird. So there's the one person like you see at the gates. That's you work your way past that pretty simple. There's not. It's kind of like the other town where there wasn't really that many other people around the streets. Yeah, it's just kind of a empty ghost town. You know where the warehouse is, like where they're meant to be, where the hostages are meant to be being kept. You can go straight there if you want to, or if there's somewhere else you want to go.
Yeah.
Just drive straight there.
Go there.
I guess
I ain't
I
going
also
anywhere
make
else.
some documentation giving us access to what is the highest amount of access I can.
Sure. Okay.
Obviously making it so one of them for Elijah and then lower access to us, saying that we're mercenaries or whatever.
Yeah, like Elijah plus security detail. Sure.
Yeah. But just as high ranking, whatever's head, if I can get the highest security rank clearance I can get.
Sure. All right. So yeah, you guys you drive on through the warehouse directly in front of you. Somebody like a male, just standard human, just walks out and greets, stops the car, asks for identification. So yeah, he walks up to the driver's side window, and says, "Who are you? What's your business?" Ramsey kind of just ducks back and nods towards.
You can imagine I'd be in the front.
Yeah, nods towards you, Elijah.
God. Identification, I guess. I wouldn't hand him anything, I guess I'd just say, Elijah Dane, Union member, assassin.
He nods. He says, "Miss Dane, we've been expecting you. Come on through." And he gestures to
As everyone is.
the open doors behind him. And I assume if you don't if you don't stop him, Ramsey just moves the car on through.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're basically in a large warehouse. The area you're in at the moment is pretty barren. There's not much there. But as you guys kind of pull up and park the car, you see a door open on one of the walls, and a group of people walk out. Yeah, they walk towards the car. You see a couple more of the mismatched kind of armor of the guards you fought previously. You see a couple of guys in actual armor, more advanced armor, I guess. And then yeah, you see two people in more suits, basically, in a nicer dress. Two males.
Oh god. So where do we stop? Just outside the warehouse, like?
Like you've parked inside it. Like, you're inside of
Hmm.
at least this part of the warehouse. It's pretty barren. There's like a few crates and stuff, like forklift, so like moving cargo, and yeah, that's about it here. But you can tell from like looking at this warehouse compared to the space you're in, this isn't obviously the whole thing. It's bigger than this.
It's big on the inside. Yeah. Well, I guess it's time to disembark, everyone.
Suddenly, a TARDIS comes in and kills everyone.
We can only hope. Well, yeah, I'd tell everyone to get out the car, I guess.
Sure.
Can't just be me up there. They're showing force. May as well show.
Hmm.
Well, by force I mean they're showing people, so I'll
Yeah.
show the same.
All right. So yeah, the like one of the guys is like walking like a little bit in front. Yeah, like steps forward. Offers his hand to you. He says, Miss Elijah, it's nice to see you.
A lot of people say that. Are saying that these last couple of days.
You have been gone for quite a while.
17 years.
Indeed, too long. Shall we? And he gestures like back towards the door which he came from.
Well, I guess we go in.
Okay, cool.
Take my entourage with me.
Sure. Yeah. You go through. There's like a. It almost looks, like how when you go to the like garage to get like your car fixed. You know how they have like this small little like waiting room with sofas and shit.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Hmm.
And yeah, he gestures you this Sid. He says, they will be ready soon enough. Just a few more moments, please. And yeah, he gestures to you guys to like sit and wait.
Well, I'll stand, but I'll nod.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So yeah, there's like 3 doors in the room. So there's like the door you came in. There's a door to your like directly across from that one. So that you came in the door on the right hand side. There's a door on the left hand side which looks like it's just going on to more of the warehouse. Then there's a door like in front, which has got like it looks like it's into like an office type deal.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's he goes into that front door. As he opens the door, you hear a little bit of like voices talking. And then he closes it again. There's not really much more that you hear there. Are any of you doing anything in the intervening like 5 minutes? It'd probably be
Vincent shooting everybody in the world.
nice.
Just trying to find like any technology I can connect to.
Sure. Yeah. There's a
like
bunch of technology around here. Like none of it's
vibrating dildo.
like none of it's like clearly labeled as to like what it does or like what it's for. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of like computer systems around.
Yeah, if I can like just like act like I'm not, just sit pretty much and just like, if it's anything within 30 meters of me, just try to access that.
Sure. Yeah, there's probably like a terminal like on the other side of the wall that you can try and get into. Do you want to make a
Yeah, so
do you want to make a roll?
yeah,
for me?
just trying to get access to it,
Sure, make a roll.
and I have to use the +1, which is annoying.
I saw a red line and
Yeah.
I panicked.
Sure,
A 1 and a 4.
that's fine. So yeah, you access this terminal, and it basically it boots up. It says like welcome to the let me find the name of the company that used to own this terminal. It says yeah, welcome to the Compass Alliance, warehouse. And yeah, it has like a couple of options there. It's like deliveries, like items, like inventory, depart. So yeah, and then it's got like meetings, like bookings.
So what's the company?
It is called. I've already misplaced the name. That's great of me. Compass Alliance, like the Compass Alliance.
What do they do?
It's an like from what you can see, it's an agricultural. Like
Okay, so
there'd
it's
be like
clearly a cover, right?
it's either a cover, like you have to remember that this place wasn't taken over too long ago, so it's either a cover or it's the legitimate
And
like
they're just using the
owners
warehouse.
of this warehouse before
Can
it was
I
taken over.
try to get access to security cameras from here, or would I need to use a different terminal?
Yeah, it'd be different. This is just a like general information type terminal. Like
Okay.
you get the impression it's for like people when they want to like gain access to like meetings or like what is currently stored in the warehouse or like when's the next delivery coming in, that sort of stuff.
Sure. And there's no other computers around that I could.
No,
get
there's
into?
there's a bunch of it, but like you kind of like cycle through the ones that are in nearby area, and it's a lot of the same sort of stuff.
Okay.
So you can see what is stored in the storehouse, and they're listed by name, or
You can see, it's like if you go
Sure,
to like
what is here?
yeah, if you go to like the inventory of the warehouse, it's like farming chemicals, like X amount of foods, like meat, X amount of like wheat, grains. Yeah, it does look just like all agricultural stuff, like
Would
farming.
the
Apart from the
chemicals
fact that
be
it was almost
explosive?
their warehouse was almost completely empty.
What's that? Sorry.
Would the
I was gonna
chemicals
say,
be
apart from the
explosive?
fact that the warehouse was completely empty.
Yeah, there is actually like looking at it, you can see like some chemicals that would like you could mix to make explosives.
Okay. Sure. That's all.
Alright, sure. So yeah, after about 5 minutes, the door opens and the same guy who greeted you previously gestures for you to stand and come forward. He says they're ready for you now.
One second. As I would, during the time, because I have an FEP on and I can't talk about being heard, I would send basically a text to everyone.
Sure.
Yeah, I send that to everyone basically from my compad.
Sure. Alright, yeah, you will get that message.
Vincent just like sighs quietly.
Sure.
Is there a way to like delete the message after like
Yep.
I've read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I delete it like right after I read it.
It's set to your brain, which I don't think people can hack very well.
Oh yeah.
Everyone
enough, but
who's
still.
wearing
Yeah.
assault armor or power armor will just get it on like their hood.
On the HUD, yeah, like a little
Yeah,
flashing.
Yeah,
sent
it's
to
just
my
simply
ghost
because
talker.
me and Vincent are wearing FEPs, is that we can't do that.
It'd be sent to my ghost talker, wouldn't it?
I mean, that wouldn't help you read the message.
Yeah, it'd probably be sent to like a compad or something.
Yeah.
It would be to compad, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you all go in.
Movements,
Like
what does
the
that
room
mean?
is big enough for everyone. There's chairs and shit everywhere. And yeah, so you go through the door, Elijah,
Hmm.
and you recognize the person you see in there. And I suck at names, so just let me link it.
Shama Pankaj.
There you go.
Pankaj, I guess it would be. Pankaj.
Damn Indians.
Yeah, Indian. Yeah, he was high up in the section 1 when you
Yeah.
left. air quotes.
Is he a hollow person?
What's that? Sorry.
I jokingly said, is he a hollow person?
No, shouldn't be. Well, yeah, could be.
Is he a
Hollow.
Is he
hologram?
still alive?
Is he a hologram? Like
A
some
hollow
kind of
person.
3D imagery?
All right. So yeah, when he sees you, he says, "Aha, Miss Dane, please come in, sit down."
This is the guy where we were told by him to kill, yeah?
No,
No, okay.
that was. I'll link the name again.
At Lego?
Imeko Holdstad. Let me send it.
Gucci Cat Lego, right? Oh, because there's two names you gave us.
Yeah. So that was the one that you were. That was the one who's meant to be here.
Yeah, with the hostages.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He says, your disappearance caused quite a stir, Miss Dane. Please sit. A drink. There's there. He like offers you like a couple of like, glasses. He says, I apologize. I didn't want to have enough for your associates, but I was not expecting guests.
Sit down. Well, we all need bodyguards.
He nods.
It's a dangerous place these days.
He nods and he like gestures to like the couple. Like not all of them are in this room, so not all the ones who walked out with the other guy are in this room. But like there's probably like two of the more like properly armored ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gestures to them. He says, I can concur. Bodyguards can be very helpful in certain situations. What's...
I want to say I'm sizing up his bodyguards and just generally equipped. How well are they equipped?
Pretty equivalent to what you are. Well, not you, but the rest of the squad. Like
Okay.
So they
assault
so you're saying
suits,
they
like
have
decent tech
force
weapons.
fields and giant guns. Okay then.
Alright, yeah, so he
Two of the squad has force fields.
yeah. So he turns to you and says, if you don't mind me being blunt, what are you doing here?
Well, here exactly, or the planet? So.
Both?
Well, planet mostly because I'd heard the Union had took over the place. Seemed like somewhere new to be. I'd finished what I intended when and I air quote, died. And then, as for here, I assume you know Mr. Solano. Oh.
William, you alive? And he's dead.
El Lago.
I blame you, Jake.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
So yeah, like it'd be like for like a moment, like a very, very, very slim moment, you see like a negative like his like face like cringes or he cringes like that, like a negative like expression on his face.
Yeah.
For a very slight second before he composes himself. He says, yes, I know him.
He's dead.
He kind of looks shocked for a second. Your handiwork?
Well,
Oh, Batman.
if you were to look at the body, I wouldn't recommend it. But yes, my handiwork.
He nods. What did my associate do to offend?
I'd like, I guess like basically like a USB stick. So I wouldn't want to give him my compad.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd get a USB stick like with a copy of like the fake messages on there between Snow and Solano of like killing people, etc. And I just slide it along the table towards him.
Yeah, he grabs it and like plugs it into the like his personal compad. Starts going through it. He says, ah, I see. I had expected Mr. Solano for a while. Upstarts can never be relied upon. Anyway, enough of that. From what I can see here, I owe you. We ought to. What can I do to repay the favor?
I need to talk to your boss about a position in the union.
I can arrange this. He is not here right now, but he will be within the next couple of days. Do you have accommodation, a place to stay?
I would rather go to him.
He
Patience is not my virtue these days.
he smiles. He says, I understand, Miss Dane. At the moment, he is in transit. It would be difficult for you to get to him. The well, the next time he will be in a location which is confirmed will be when he arrives here in a couple of days' time.
I'm surprised he's in transit with the rumors of the precious cargo he currently is holding.
He says, there are. He does not always have to deal with these things directly, you understand? He, in fact, is in transit at the moment for reasons to do with very such cargo.
How so?
There has been some interesting. Yeah, there has been some interesting developments to do with this. Offers have been made. We are working out the arrangements, the terms.
He didn't trust you with the cargo?
I never said that.
Well, the implication is there, is it not?
And how do you know that the cargo is not with me? Is not here? That I do not have direct supervision whilst he is gone?
Do you?
I believe this is a matter for you and him to discuss.
That depends.
On?
I'm trying to think. That depends on your ambitions.
My ambitions in what sense?
You were a man who was around during the my early days in the Union, no?
I was.
You've climbed quite well since then.
I have been around a long time because of my discretion.
Surely you still want to climb higher, no?
Opportunities will reveal themselves in time, I am sure.
I kind of like spread my arms and then point at myself. Here is your opportunity.
What are you proposing, Miss Dane?
I propose a lot of things. This depends on your level of commitment to the Union. Do you, if you are trusted by him, surely you'd have this. Surely you'd have the cargo, the people. If not, well, maybe it's time to earn someone's trust.
And if I did have the cargo, then what?
And this conversation never happened. The Union is a dangerous place after all.
If I had the cargo, what happens next?
Then I try and take a place in the Union. Someone with, if you had someone's favour, someone who has quite simply eliminated opposition already. Surely that would help.
And how would I gain your support?
Trying to think how to word this. Yes or no? It's a warehouse. Is
Was
it a front or is it a temporary residence?
the warehouse we inherited from its previous owners when we took the planet. It has been a useful area.
You would earn my trust simply by answering my questions. I'm a curious woman after all.
You may ask your questions. I do not guarantee answers, but I will do what I can.
The cargo, is it with you or not?
He says, I have direct supervision of the cargo.
What does the table look like I'm sat at?
Just like an office desk.
Is it bolted down?
Probably not.
How long is it? Because I'm just trying to gauge if I can push the table into him.
Meter and a half.
Actually, I would do that. I'd stand up and I'd reach into like my pocket. No, I'd reach into my pocket and I'd say, Mr. Sharma, this is a token of my appreciation for the Union. And then I'd chuck a metaphorical grenade at him.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Jesus.
That sounds like an initiative.
Like I'd toss it over to him, and like as if I'm actually no, I'd probably just walk over to him.
Okay, sure.
'Cause
So
like I'd hold it because it wouldn't look like a natural grenade.
yeah. So as you stand up, the door opens. Like the door which is behind Shama opens. And a figure in like assault armor steps in. Female voice says, "Mr. Sharma, you do not want to take that." And it's a voice that you all recognize. It's Snow.
All
well,
of
I took the
us?
grenade. Fuck it.
Sure.
Don't blown it. I chucked the grenade at them.
Yeah,
I
she.
shoot the voice.
Yeah, she. Like that figure. Like as soon as like she realizes that the like you're about to throw it anyway, she ducks behind the corner of the wall. Like she only just stepped into the room.
Wait, who is it?
It's Snow, Sophie Snow, the one you shot in the head last session.
Ah, well then.
Yeah, she was a precog. Most likely, she was a level 9 precog.
Yeah. So yeah, the grenade
Possibly.
goes off. roll like because it's you like it's not gonna be difficult to get him. You choose the targets it hits. So I assume you choose him and then the 2 security in the room. Right?
Jake, your microphone's muted.
Oops, never mind. Yeah, I choose him, like the 2 security, and she had her. She's still in the room.
Okay, yeah, no, she by the time like you pull the pin in, she's ducked out the corner. Yeah, so roll damage. Okay. All right. So, do you choose it like? How is the room affected by this? Is it only physical target, like human targets get affected by this, or can you choose it to affect?
I would assume it's like, yeah, it's just physical targets, just
Okay,
because simply
cool.
you know
Fine. Yeah.
how the grenade seems to
So
work.
roll initiative.
Yeah. Dude.
Hey, it's the first good
you
initiative
got-
roll I've ever
I
made.
have never got good initiative in this entire game. God damn
This
it.
is the
Well,
first time I've ever
fuck.
gotten good initiative.
Nice, Mary.
What the hell?
Oh, this isn't
I
looking
think
good.
my initiative rolled incorrectly there.
No, I didn't.
I
1d8
rolled a
plus 0?
0.
No, you rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can I have that initiative?
I've got a 4 because it's really a +3 due to the modification.
Oh god, this room.
I forgot about that.
Oh man. So Mary is gonna was like next to the main door where Snow entered. She's gonna follow Snow.
This Snow entered behind the dude.
yeah. So
Yeah, so we'd have
I
to get
assume the
past
room
him.
looks something like that. But
Damn it.
yeah, it's good.
Hold on.
There.
So we can flank back to that. I'm going to be further back.
I wouldn't be.
Okay, yeah. So that's the room. You have the desk, which is there. The door.
Damn.
The door. So there's one here and one here. That's smaller than that, but oh well, I slipped.
This is the giant driveway door, like garage door.
That's back out. So like, out, if we go out this door, so at the door at the bottom, you go there, and there's another door there, and like there. And the warehouse would be like out this way, and
Would this
this way.
room be? I'm guessing this room isn't to scale because I don't think your table's 10 meters.
No. I already get it to scale.
Let's see. So we came from this place,
Mm-hmm.
Came from down
like
there,
from the
yeah.
right, and then the
Yeah.
left is the rest of the warehouse.
It's probably just the warehouse as well, because we probably just 2 doors into the warehouse, really.
And he said he had direct supervision to the.
Is this room to
Yeah.
scale?
It's
That's
pretty
why we get his
pretty
compad and stuff like that.
As to
accurate.
scale as we can get it.
And also, I'm going to become him.
That's not creepy at all.
Don't forget, I have
Oh,
metamorphosis.
joy.
I'm a level 7 biopsionic.
Fist fight. Just fist fight him.
A 20-meter radius take on the entire fucking
Yep,
box.
your Q-Jas heal takes up the whole box. Why are you not? There we go. That's saved. Okay, cool.
So are all the enemies on the other side of the table pretty much?
Yeah. They are all on the other side
Where's
of the table.
Snow?
Snow's ducked out this door.
Yeah, Snow is like here or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have guard 1,
Also, the tunnel is reversed.
guard 2,
Lord.
Snow. So
So the only way to kill Snow will be to incinerate her.
Okay. Let me sort these, and then we'll be good to go.
Of course, I go last.
Alright. What's happening? By the way, so when the I'll kind of screw this in. So when the grenade went off, the two guards who were already kind of like reaching for their weapons after like Snow had like told them what's about to happen.
Yeah.
They were thrown back, like they hit the wall. I'll make them. I'll give them a check to see if they like keep their footing. Okay, cool.
One does,
Yeah,
at
so
least.
one of them keeps his footing. The other one like stumbles to the ground. It'll take him a turn to get up. So guard two stumble to the ground.
Is the guy dead?
He is lying, like he's like back on the ground, like lying kind of like on the ground behind the desk. He's like
Nice.
thrown back and he hasn't moved since. Elijah, what are you doing?
I guess I shoot the guard who's still standing up.
Sure.
Because I was gonna shoot the dude, but he's already like on the floor, so fuck
Sure.
it.
AC1.
Cool. Right, one. That should be 1, and then 2. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Make sure that's everything's right.
I think that is that looks correct.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Yep. I miss.
Alright, yeah. So guard two like pushes himself up, and then like
Zai
yeah,
first.
points the same time. He's just gonna get
Hey.
up and point the weapon. So goes I.
Yeah, I'm shooting the guy who's getting up
Sure.
with my alien rifle.
Do it. Let's see if Zai can continue to increase his kill count.
AC1.
Standard.
Yeah, AC1. Still is.
Attribute modifier 0. The modifier 0. Nope.
Alright, yeah, your round goes sailing into the thing. Guard 1. Raises his rifle
You can burst fire that gun, by the way. Don't forget.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you just
Oh, no.
yeah.
Let me just check something real quick. Okay, cool.
We can move fucking miles.
I'm gonna yeah, these guys
Me?
have
Yeah, I can move miles.
these same
We all can,
stats.
considering we can move 20 meters and still take an action.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll. It'll be rolling as a captain, but they got the same stat. Well, they got dex. And I think they'll be. Yeah, they're gonna be the same stats, so I might as well just. I'm gonna roll using captain, so I don't have to add it all up myself each time.
I thought we had
If
the
I was
captain in
level
everyone.
9, I could literally control
Actually,
this
yeah, I need
entire
to-
room.
Let me roll for the captain.
If I was level
Guessing-
9 in telekinesis, I could control this entire room.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Add her.
What I like is that the level 6 telekinetic thing doesn't work against lasers.
AC1.
why
Elijah,
would
what's
it?
your AC?
-1.
-1. Cool.
That's where.
Attribute modifier is 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, yeah, no. Misses.
Okay, cool.
Rolled shite. Alright, Aaron.
We all rolled shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the one that got up.
Sure. To the guy from the
Go on,
corner.
so-
Well, they're in the corners.
Yeah, so there's like
one got blown back.
one's like here. They're both like in
And
the
one's
corner. They both
basically
got
like in
blown
front
back.
of
Just one of
Oh.
them kept his footing. The other one was knocked to the ground.
Yeah, one had to spend a turn getting up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, AC1, Aaron. Yay! There you go.
Nice.
It's one of those days. I hope I don't have to fly. Oh, shit, for some reason it didn't.
Yeah,
Did you
for
roll a
the
basic attack
damage.
roll?
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah. So no, I added.
Yeah.
It was for laser rifle like always. So, plus
Yeah.
2. I guess I got roll damage.
Yes, that would help. Okay.
Don't you have the Vex rifle, Aaron?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, no. I
So that should
forgot
be 30. That should be
that's-
11 damage
yeah,
because it has
yeah,
1 to hit and 1
11.
to damage.
Yeah.
All right, Mary.
Well, Mary's gonna go for the exit.
You can run after
here.
Snow, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's gonna
suggest
see where Snow went.
Okay, sure. So let me add more drawings to this. Okay. In an attempt to get the scale. Okay, so down this way. So it's a kind of a hallway that goes to probably about here. There's another door which is like ajar. And yeah, that's what you see.
Motherfucker. Well, I already sprang 5 meters. Let's go further.
Sure. Yeah,
Let's
you
see,
you make it. You can make it out the door, like no problem. That'd be probably like 11 meters. And yeah, you see. Okay, so in front of you, you see the like a second part of the warehouse. And there are like shipping containers and stuff all through this. This is where it actually looks like the stuff is actually stored. It's all
This
got
map
the
isn't big enough for me to draw it.
yeah. Don't worry. Don't have to draw it. It's fine. It has the like the name of the company, which I've already forgotten. Compass Alliance, like on the side of all the shipping containers. With like its logo, which is like a leaf, like in a wreath. Yeah, it's got all the shipping containers. You can't see like anyone.
Is there like an emergency exit somewhere?
You can see like a sign, like obviously like the illuminated like glowing exit signs. You can see one.
Yeah, Mary's gonna run over there.
Okay, yeah, you can make it there if you use your entire like turn to
Yeah,
run
yeah,
there.
she's just gonna book it towards the emergency exit because that's the likely place, and she's gonna be like, "All right, chasing."
Alright, sure. Yeah, you make it to the emergency exit. You see like the exit onto like a street, basically. Looking up and down, you can't see anyone.
Motherfucker.
Okay. So Vincent, what are you doing?
Is there anybody actually directly behind the table?
Yeah, there's a body.
And we need that body.
I'll just take a shot at the guy on the right side of the room.
Sure.
Micro
What was that?
What are you using?
Probably this. What's his AC?
1. Nice.
I killed a bitch.
Bro, well.
Nice. Okay, cool. So which one were you shooting at? Sorry, right
The
corner.
guy on the right side of the room, I think.
Okay.
You forgot to burst fire.
It's a spike throw, you can't burst fire.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Oh.
All shotguns can be burst
Okay, yeah.
fire.
So he takes the like the impact to like the chest. You see like the armor like crack and start to like give way. There's like blood leaking out from the panels. You hear like a grunt of like the as he like takes a pretty heavy fucking hit. Cool, Elijah.
He took 20 HP and he's still alive. Dear God.
Most of us have more than 20 HP, so yeah, it's not that
Yeah,
surprising.
good point. Never mind. Ignore me.
We got to scale up the meters. I've had to fire again at the same guy.
So right or left?
Who did I shoot at before? I shot at the guy who didn't.
Yeah, who was up? So
fall over,
right,
basically.
right.
Yeah. One. One. Ooh. Yeah, we go. I have a fucking
Nice.
10 to hit, so I should hit, and that's 11 damage because
Yeah,
plus
burst fire.
2 from burst.
Yep, cool. So yeah, the rounds like hit him in his like right arm or something, like spin slightly.
Yeah.
Got to start moving for the door. So he makes it to the door.
I want to shoot.
Reach. Yeah. You'll shoot at the same time he's doing this. I
Yeah.
don't think you'll kill him though. Unless
Well,
you do.
no, I probably can't.
Yeah. As he's reaching into his pocket, grabs something, pulls it, and throws grenade.
Yeah.
Can I shoot the grenade? No. Wait, can I shoot the grenade?
It's not that kind of movie. What are you doing, Zai?
At a -6.
Can I like this game doesn't have like shoot to kill, does it?
What's that?
I can't shoot to like disable his leg. Like I can't. Yeah. I
I'll
guess I'll just.
I'll allow you to shoot his his leg if you take a -2.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
Sure. So you're shooting a -1.
Yeah.
-1.
I want to fire.
Yep.
So. Is that just a 0?
It will be what?
They would negate each other, right?
Yeah. So you'd be a 1.
So his AC is 1.
His AC's 1,
Yeah.
and then it's -2 for that, and then
So
And then +2 for
You're rolling at
bursts.
a +4 basically, or a +6 if you burst. Yeah. But you have a +7 to hit. So a -2 +5. There's another 2. Yeah, you're rolling +7.
wow. No, never mind.
yeah, your
Roll
rounds kind
low.
of like ricochet off the concrete floor, like smacking into the rear wall. And yeah, let me chuck a grenade at you bitches. Basic attack roll. AC 9. Grades, they're made against AC 9, right? That's not me.
Yeah.
Misremembering the system. Okay, cool. AC 9, give a skill bonus. It's primitive, isn't it? I don't think he has primitive. Oh, he has it as 0. Cool. 0 attribute modifier. Is it strength or dex? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, strength or dex.
Okay. And then grenades are.
Nah, it wouldn't matter anyway. 2d6.
G6. Cool. Alright. So yeah, that it's easily going to encompass all of you and his mate. Take 6 damage.
Just me and the guy.
It'll be like the grenade would have landed like here somewhere. That's where he would have wanted to like get it.
Yeah, he hits all of it. That's what he gets. So yeah.
Go.
So everyone takes damage.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna hit the other guy in the room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's actually 5 meters away.
Yeah. So he like
Probably
as
dies.
as like the shrapnel and like, the grenade like goes off, he like slumps to into the corner.
Delete myself. Hold on.
The captain.
You have to add me back into the tunnel. Sorry.
Oh, did you leave yourself? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What was your
I had 2. Oh, yeah, 2.
turn? 2. Resort. Back to captain's kind of waiting on you guys to see what you do. Vincent.
So who's alive?
There's no one in the room. There's no hostiles in the
Someone
room.
around the
Who's
door.
alive.
And then I'll just go up and join Mary.
Sure.
Run after the guy, I guess.
Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, you see the same thing. So you exit out of this room, and you see like a warehouse basically, like shipping containers, crates, all with the like symbol and like name of the company on the side.
Yeah.
Mary just kind of sits near the exits, and she's like, "Do we have like thermal imaging on this thing?"
Actually, wait, look like I was having mine. Thermal flare, that's about it.
Yeah, we can't find her in this mess. It'll take too long.
Hmm.
Okay.
We could just blow the place up like we blow everything else.
We can exit.
BB, do you
initiative
think
if
she's
you want.
a
Yeah.
teleporter?
BB says, I don't know. Your guess is probably as good as mine. She could have ran in that time. This area isn't that big. Like judging like by the time you made it out, she probably could have made it into like the shipping containers. Like she probably could have made it behind some sort of hard cover. But yeah, you just don't know where she went. If she teleported, like at this point, it's a pretty safe assumption that she's a psychic. There's been 2 points now where she's guessed something that bad's gonna happen, or like
She's
sensed
on a
something bad's
solid
gonna happen.
precog, yeah.
Yeah, so
She's done it twice.
there's a pretty good guess that she's a psychic of some sort. So it's not beyond like she could be she could teleport. It's possible.
If I teleport randomly around the room, is there any chance I could find her if she's still here?
Like you could all do like an actual proper search of this room, and if she's in here, you'll find her. But yeah, you need to do like a coordinated search of the room.
Is the guy under the table? I basically lift the table up and move it away. Is
Yeah.
the guy alive or what?
Yeah, very weak pulse. Like he's
I'm
dying.
gonna stabilize him basically.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try roll tech medical. 'Cause I don't want caveats on.
Sure. Go for it.
And go tech medical 11.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. You're
All right.
stabilized.
I take his shit. I keep him knocked out.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna morph into him.
Sure.
So metamorphosis into this guy. It lasts an hour, as long as I can see. Yeah, I can keep doing it as long as I can see him. So I'm gonna keep him around.
Sure.
Basically, do it again. And then I take out his
Keep a
compad.
camera feed on him.
And I take out his compad and I ring the dude.
Alright. Yeah. So
The
yeah,
main guy, yeah.
yeah, you get a response. So yeah, like after a while, he picks up. He says, what is it, Mr. Shama? You know I am busy.
Fuck, what's his name? Holstad. Mr. Holstad, we've had a situation here.
Is this development from the last situation, or is that contained now?
Agent Snow. I ignore him. Agent Snow is compromised.
Compromised.
She tried to attack us. Two of my guards are dead.
Mr. Shamana, are you sure? This seems peculiar after what else just happened. Did you make contact with Miss Dane?
Yes. She tried to attack Miss Dane. In the ensuing firefight, two of my guards are killed. I'm badly injured.
I do not understand. Miss Snow, you know what she was meant to do. Attacking Miss Dane was, well, expected.
What did you say? Sorry, you cut out.
He says, you know what Miss Snow was meant to do. Attacking her was expected.
Yes, but not me.
This. Look, go to the stronghold. Wait there. Get medical attention. There are people who can help you there. Wait till I arrive. I will deal with the situation in person.
Yes, sir. Just be careful.
I do not need you to tell me what to do. And yeah, he hangs up.
Just click the phone off.
Yeah, he cuts off the comm.
Because at this point, we're probably just rubbing blood on myself from the guy's body.
Sure.
Just like on my face and stuff, make it look like I'm injured. And then,
Seems like a good place to take a break.
Yeah.
yeah.
I need a drink. My throat's
Yeah,
really
I'm gonna
dry.
grab a drink. I'll be back in a
I'll be
second.
right back.
And now we have
Wait,
all,
so-
now we have this guy's all this information. Yay!
I don't know. He didn't seem like he had much.
He had, what did he say? He will know where the stronghold is. It'll be on his compass. He'll also, has, what was it? Did he say about the hostages? Something about that? I can't remember the exact wording of it.
I think he said he was in charge of them or whatever.